everyone, Mama Mike here. Today's a quick video. This is my PAX 2018 haul, so let's get right into it. I was primarily looking for PS2 and GameCube games this time around. I found quite a bit of them, and I also picked up some collectibles along the way. So I will start off with the games. I left the price tags on these in case you're curious how much I paid for them. A lot of these games I got at a steal, but I did test a few of them and the stickers come off really easily, so I'll definitely be removing those once the video is done. But we're starting off with Tales of Exilia for the PlayStation 3. Picked that up for $30. Price matched a few other places and thought that was an excellent price. Opening it up, it is not complete. Well, that's if it came with a manual in the first place, but it has the disc. Disc looked really good, so I was confident in buying that. I have tested all these games. They all work fine. Not that I could really return them anyway, seeing as how these stores are based out in the Boston area, but all these games were in excellent working condition. Next up, this is labeled as the Gears of War Limited Collector's Edition. This was $10. I have never seen this before, out in the wild, as they say. The tin is really cool. I like that it has the cog symbol on the front, and then on the back it's got the characters. Opening the tin up, oh, there we go, had to think of which way. First thing that you see is this book, which when you take it out, oh, there we go. Not so much a book really, it's a holder for, what have we got? Oh no, dropping things. Okay, so on this side we've got the Limited Collector's Edition bonus disc. I'm really not sure what is included on that. And then on this side we have got the game itself. So those two things are held in here. This one is loose. There were two different ones of this tin here. This was the better one of the two. The other one did have a plastic sleeve that said Xbox 360 on it, but it had a lot of sizable dents, and they were the same price. So I went with this one, which overall looked better, but this is obviously rather old, so it's not going to be in mint condition. I didn't even look at the game disc for this one because I own this game digitally. I just wanted this really for the collectible aspect of it. The next thing that's in here is an actual book, which I will now take out, and this is called Destroyed Beauty, an inside look at Gears of War. Text by Cliff Bleszinski, Jerry O'Flaherty, and Eric Nyland. And so this book has got some art in it from the game. What else have we got here? Okay, so a lot of this is going to be kind of a little bit of a story, and then so this is a little write-up about the planet Sarah. This is telling you all about the Pendulum Wars. And then it moves into Emergence Day as well. So this little book, I am actually really looking forward to looking through this. Gears of War is one of my all-time favorite series. I love those games. I've played them multiple times. I cannot get enough of that gameplay and of course the story in it. And so I am very happy to have found this collector's set and to have this little book included as well. The last thing in here was actually a manual, which I was not expecting at all when I first got this. On the back we've got the controller layout, and this is just a manual. It's going to go through the different weapons that are available to you. Let's see what else we've got. Targeting, melee combat. This is a neat little section all about moving and switching cover, which I think is awesome and a very integral part of the Gears series. Next up, this is The Simpsons Hit and Run for GameCube. I'm slowly building up a GameCube collection, and this is a game I've heard excellent things about and really wanted to play. Let me see, this one was complete with the manual and the disc inside. Next, we've got Mario Golf Toadstool Tour. I saw this one, definitely wanted it, and this is a game that it holds up really well. I played a bit of this when I was testing these games. I said I was only going to test them and only take a few minutes with each one. Of course, I ended up playing this and really liking it, and it still looks really good. This was not complete, did not include the manual, but for $20 to get Mario Golf on GameCube, I know I'm going to have a lot of fun with this game, and it's one I see myself putting a lot of time into. Next up is Manhunt. This came in this plastic sleeve. I put it back on just so you could see the price. It was $19.99, and I saw this at a couple different booths, some of them charging up to $30 for this game, so I feel like I got it for a good price here. This one, it does include the manual, I believe, yes. So this includes the manual and the disc. Very happy to have found this game complete first of all, and at a good price because, as I said, a lot of booths were selling it for higher than the $19.99 that I found it for. Popped this game in. It is dark and gritty, and I cannot wait to play it. This is a game I've never played before, but I've heard so many things about. Next up, this is the PlayStation 2 Greatest Hits Edition of Maximo Ghost to Glory, another game that I've not played before. A lot of these titles I've never played before, but I've picked them up now to build up my GameCube and PS2 collection. This is one that as soon as I put it into the PlayStation 2, I was just supposed to test it and make sure the disc worked, but of course I ended up playing it a little bit and I really liked the experience. So I know this is one that I'll have fun with. This was also complete, manual and disc. Next up we have got Urban Reign for PS2, another one that I've not played before but I've heard excellent things about. I felt extremely lucky to find this game in the first place. It was one of the last games of the day that I found. I went to multiple booths scouring the PS2 section and not finding it, but I finally did, and for $30, and it is indeed complete. I felt like this was such a steal because I've seen it go for a lot more than that online. Very happy to find this one. Another one that when I went to test the game, I got a little bit too into it, and I said I have to cut this off. I need to keep testing the rest of these games because, as you can see, I bought quite a few of them. Next up, we have got Shadow Hearts from the New World for the PS2. Another one that really caught my eye. I was not looking for this game specifically, but when I saw it, I read the description on the back of it, Googled the price a couple different places to make sure I was getting a good deal, and decided to give it a go. I had a list of games that I was working off of kind of a wish list of games I wanted to find, and while this one was not on there, it was definitely one that I could not leave the show without. Almost forgot. A look at the inside. This one is not complete, but all of these, as I mentioned, discs were in excellent shape. I did check these over quite thoroughly. The only one I didn't check was Gears of War because I didn't intend to play that off the disc because I own the game digitally, but the rest of these all checked out fine, and I was happy to come home and test them all with no issues at all. And lastly, for the games, we have got Onimusha 3 Demon Siege. I'd been looking generally for the Onimusha games while I was at the convention. This was the one I found that was at a good, reasonable price, but not mad at all that it's the only one I came home with. A look at the inside. This one was complete. So it had the manual, which looks really intense. I like it a lot, and the disc on this side. Now, talking about collectibles that I picked up while I was at the show, I'll start off with a freebie that I got at the Nintendo booth. Let me just unwrap it here. And this was the My Nintendo pin that you got if you checked into the booth. There was a different item that they were giving away. It was a digital something. But I knew that if they ran out of those, they were giving out these pins. So I waited till the end of the day, hoping that they'd be run out so I could get one of these pins, because that's what I really wanted, was the pin. Next up, we've got some pop figures that I picked up at the Think Geek booth. Firstly, we have got Cagney Carnation from Cuphead. I did not find the King Dice pop at this convention, but I will be able to pick that up somewhere else, I'm sure. This one was a Spring 2018 convention exclusive, so wicked happy to find that. The other one is Commando Claptrap, which I just didn't have for my collection yet. And if you know my channel, you know I'm a huge Claptrap fan, and I pretty much collect anything Claptrap. Next, this is an odd item, but I had to get it. They had one set up, and it was so cute. And you can see in the little image here, it's set up to look like a house. And so this is what I'm imagining is Animal Crossing Happy Home Designer. I can't read it, obviously, because it's all in Japanese. But if you go based off that little picture there, you'll see that it's shaped like a little house when it's set up. And so it's a storage box. And I'll take part of it out, just so you can get an idea of what it's made of. So it's not, it's not made of steel, obviously, but it is maybe plastic in here. It's flexible, but it's got pictures all along the sides here. It's like a coated canvas is how I would describe it. It definitely doesn't feel like it's made of plastic. It's fabric with like a plastic coating on it is how I describe this. You can see it is stitched along the edges, but so when you assemble this, it's shaped like a little house, and it's a storage box is what this really is. You can see how it kind of accordions out here. And so you've got artwork on all the sides of it. The house is decorated with little shingles. This was something that I'd never seen before, and that's what I love about PAX East, is finding items that I've never seen before. I tried to go online and find an image of it assembled so that I could give you a better idea of it, but I really could not find this item. I searched for Happy Home Designer storage box, I searched Animal Crossing storage box. I just was not able to find this item anywhere. So if you know what this item is, if you find a picture of it, let me know, because I would love to have that in the description so people can find it. But it is just an adorable little house, and I'm kicking myself now for not taking a picture of the display. And for reference, this was $20, and it's a good sized display. Once you set it up, it's a good sized storage box. For $20, I absolutely had to have it. I think I could have pictured myself paying a lot more than that for that item, especially because it's so unique and I couldn't find it anywhere online, so I was very happy that I did get it and didn't chance trying to look for it later. Next up, we have got a Kirby drawstring bag. If you follow me on Twitter, you'll know that I was absolutely heartbroken that I couldn't get the Target Kirby drawstring bag that they were supposed to be giving away with Kirby Star Allies. They never got them in my area at all. Even stores an hour away never got them. I saw people at the convention with that bag and I was so upset because I really wanted one. But then I went to a booth and saw that they had an assortment of drawstring bags, including this one, which I love. It's an assortment of Kirby's of all different colors. He's got some sweets and some power-ups in there. He's making all kinds of different faces. And so, you know, as you can see, it's a drawstring bag. Always happy to have these for little trips or even bringing 2 packs. These are great. So I finally have my Kirby drawstring bag. And lastly, we have got this Wheatley plush from Portal 2. Picked this up for $30, which I thought was an excellent price because this is a very dense plush and it's really high quality. The stitching and embroidery that, you know, makes up the designs on all sides here looks really good. There's not a ton of loose threads or snags in this. It's really well done. I am going to put this on my couch. I think it's going to be an excellent little couch companion, especially because it's just such a dense plush and high quality. As I said, I'll be very happy to put this out on display in a living area. So those are my PAX 2018 pickups. Let me know in the comments below if you have any of the same items or games that I picked up this year at PAX East. Like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you next time. Bye!